JP.
Right, hello there, everyone. Welcome back to James Redmond TV, and I've missed you all. I've missed you all dearly. Chat, we have got a few topics to talk about, but of course, James has been one of the worst YouTubers in the world recently, so I'm half just keen on catching up with you and asking, or should I say, answering and asking you questions around our recent form, a bunch of topics that you guys probably want me to talk about, and of course, there's the intriguing topic on Trent, which I'm happy to go into as well. First and foremost, though, and this is very brief. People are coming into the stream anyway, and if you want to skip this, then if you're watching this on watch back, then just skip this part. It'll be about a minute long. Thank you to everyone who stayed supporting the channel, kept tuning in throughout my absentees, let's say, and on top of that as well, just thank you so much for the encouraging comments, DMs of you guys just saying, James, please upload, or James, I'm missing your content. Sometimes you just get into a few little things in life, and then it interrupts a few things. I'm not making excuses. It's not being good enough. Plus, my team's been on form, and when my team's on form, I want to meet those same standards. I'm telling these players to have standards. I need to have standards. So I need to make sure that I'm definitely staying on top of everything, because we've built something good here. It's a great community. I think pound for pound, one of the best communities on YouTube, and someone can call me biased, but that's just me. But yeah, man, big up to everyone who's in the chat as well. I've missed you, and we'll get into it. Do you want to start on the Trent thing, chat, or are we saying hello to each other? You know what I'm saying? Big up to Anfield Legends, big up to Sam, big up to Mix Mitchell, big up to Scouse Gamer, Phil Connell, Ethan Monaghan. Hi, James. Big fan from Ethiopia. Now we are celebrating the Ethiopian New Year 2016. Can you wish a Happy New Year for my followers? Happy New Year, first and foremost. Second of all, and I'm asking a sincere question, how on a geographical basis are you we're in 2023, approaching 2024? So how come you're 8 years behind us? Is it 8? No, or 7? Chat, I've read that wrong, haven't I? What does that mean? So is it now 2016 in Ethiopia? Because you're missing a few years off the calendar, you know, but I can show you ours, and we can catch up with each other. But yeah, man, big up to yourself, and big up to Ethiopia as well. Whether you're a day behind, a week behind, a year behind, big up to you guys. In this case, it's 7 years behind, based on my misinterpretations, which I guarantee that's what it is. James, no need to explain yourself, lad. Take time if needed. Much love. This is why you're a boss. But you need to hold me to high standards, you know, chat. I'm expecting abuse when I come back. If our players are dropping stinkers, you drop me the same energy when I'm not uploading. Honestly, it'll get me back into gear. But big up yourself, don't mind you. You know what I'm saying? Scales Gamer, get on, sir. What was your punctuality like in school, James? Was you late as much as you are to these streams? Love you, bro. English was a bit of a crap lesson at times. Plus, I was good at English, surprisingly. But yeah, I was good at English, so I kind of turned up late to that. Plus, the teacher was dead sound. You know, when you just had that teacher that you were just custy with, chat. So you wouldn't take the piss, but you would as well. You know what I mean? Yeah, I was late all the time. Not gonna lie. I wouldn't say that was why I got bad GCSEs, though. I just didn't like school that much. I love the social aspect of school. Everything else I weren't a big fan of, you know what I'm saying? But nah, based on punctuality, James was certainly a Harry Maguire when it came to punctuality in school. Sometimes could do a job, but mainly just tried to friggin' talk his way out of shit. Nah, that's a troll, surely. Mix Mitchell, are you saying I'm trolling or him? Because it's different. I don't think there's any part of the world that are saying that they're 8 years behind. But what does it mean by 2016, though? Because we're past that year. Big up to Honesty Hortensia. Thank you for the super chat, mate. Big up James. According to Redmen TV and the Anfield Agenda, LFC are on the prowl to sign Nico Williams from Athletic Bilbao. Ooh, okay, for free. And Liverpool are in advanced talks with Nkape for 45 million. Also, Andre talks are still ongoing. Well, let's break that down, because that's a lot to break down. Nico Williams, at first, I thought that was the guy from, do you know the guy who was in our academy, our right back, Nico Williams, Welsh dude, who went to friggin' Nottingham Forest. I was like, I'll take him. We've got Conor Bradley injured. Trent's had an injury recently. I thought he was an alright player, Nico Williams, but I know you're on about the... Is he the guy who never gets injured? Chat, yes or no? Is that the guy who never gets injured for Athletic Bilbao? Wouldn't mind it as an option. I'd never turn down attacking options, especially ones of quality and substance and element of proof. You know, he seems to be a reliable option. He obviously had that long stat. If it's the player I'm thinking of, that's the dude who had the long time stat of playing like 100 or 200 games in a row. Like when it comes to being a genetic freak, like Mo Salah, for instance, Nico Williams aligns with that. So, and yeah, stylistically, I can see it. Don't know how credible this is, and it's something I'm happy to look into a little bit more as well. But yeah, I don't think that'll be something that we end up doing, to be honest. But maybe for free. But when did we ever do freebies anyway, chat? Weren't the last free signing we made James Milner-Neymar? Chat, yes or no, was Inaki. Okay, so I'm thinking of a different dude. That's not even the one who I'm thinking of. Is Nico Williams his younger brother? Is that who that is? Because if it's his younger brother, then I've never watched them, so I couldn't say if he'd be good enough or not for free. You can't miss, can you? In advanced talks for Nkape, I doubt it. Highly, highly doubt it. I have not seen anything. I mean, I might be able to do some research and see what I've missed. By the way, do you know these cups? Spider-Man cups, right? So do you remember when McDonald's used to do the thing where they used to give you like a little toy or something for a while? They were doing these cups when I was like 3, and I've had this cup ever since, and that's why it's like all thingied out, but it is Spider-Man, and it's belted, and I'm having a coffee. And you should too, because it's vibes in the building. Nkape's not happening, in my opinion. Not in January. And also, I don't like transfer rumours that are months and months away. When you can make a transfer happen right here, right now, I like this. But the reason why I never liked the Jude Bellingham stuff, chat, the reason why I oppose the Jude Bellingham rumours and transfer speculation so much is purely on the premise that today's news is not tomorrow's news. And that's important because think about it. Anytime a situation happens, it's tough to talk about because Jude Bellingham, we were linked with him for a whole 12 months before he ended up moving to Real Madrid. And how do we not know that Real Madrid was his first priority or whatever? We also know not all players are dumb enough to say, I want to go to this club because they're happy to keep the options open and they don't want to upset future bidders, I would assume. Jude Bellingham's one of those guys which he made me realise a lot of things. And at the time I saw it, I was like, how can we say he's going to join Liverpool when that's not the case? Nkape to Liverpool would be something that it could happen, but I don't think there's anything right now that says that it's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? And then lastly, Andre talks. I think Andre is probably the one with the most legs because we actually made contact personally with the player according to good reports. So that's why I'd sit there and say there's something to be entertained there. You know what I'm saying? We'll read this super chat and then I'll get into the Trent news because we're 7 minutes in, so I'm sure people will be wondering. Smash the likes, James. Fully deserves the support. Scouse Gamer. You're my guy. You're actually my guy. Anyway, chat, let's get into the Trent stuff. So Trent is actually reportedly about to sign a new contract, or should I say the club are looking to sign Trent on a new contract, and talks are set to begin very, very soon. It's according to TalkSport. I'm not one to really want to quote TalkSport or anything like this, but I've seen a few other people report it on Twitter. It's something to be, intrigued by. Chat, am I correct in saying that Trent's got 2 years left on his deal? I'm just trying to get this screen shared. WRL chat, am I right in saying that? Because I think if that is the case, we do need to get on that straight away. You don't want to get into a situation where Trent is 1 year remaining and we still haven't got that sorted. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, according to TalkSport, Liverpool have opened contract talks with Trent Alexander-Arnold, 2 years left on his deal. That needs to get sorted, and it needs to get sorted as soon as possible. We just remember the stress around like Mane getting into the last 2 years. Firmino never ended up extending. These are different examples because they're older. But even Salah, who was still comfortably in his prime, those contract talks were just not ideal at all. And you do think, it brings a bit of a disconnect between the fans and the player because you're uncertain if they're going to be your player in the long term. Once it's sorted, you can then get back to that mutual fan-player relationship in a sense that, okay, this player is likely to stay. We can have faith that he's going to be here for the long term. So let's embrace him and let's be happy that he's going to stay. The same way that we are with Mo Salah. Trent is different. He's long term. He's the future of the football club, many think, including myself. And if he's not going to be the main piece of the jigsaw like Gerrard was, he's going to have an influence similar to what Gerrard had. Because I think, you look at Dominic Szoboszlai, for instance, right? I think Dominic Szoboszlai is the future of this football club. Chat, WRL, Dominic Szoboszlai, we've got to be on the train. We've got to be on the fucking train for the Hungarian masterpiece that is Dominic Szoboszlai. Chat, does anyone else just see random goals that he scored in the past on Twitter and absolutely poo themselves based on how good the goal was or the compilation? Seriously, we've got to discuss these things. This is important information. When I go on Twitter and I see what's going down, I see greatness. And I see greatness from Szoboszlai. He is the dude, chat. And I see the W's in the chat. And that's why we're all smart. Because we have brains in knowing Szoboszlai is a future great. Point being that he could be the main man in the future. Don't dispute this. Whoever we end up getting to replace Salah could be the main guy. Trent is going to be one of those main guys. Getting him on that contract is going to be super important. The way we've got the likes of McAllister and Szoboszlai on long-term deals, it's nice to have your superstars on long-term deals. Look at Arsenal. Arsenal are now going out there, sorting out Saka, sorting out all these players that they need to get over the line because they want to keep their star boys the same way we want to keep our star boys. So it's good to hear that we're opening these contract talks, and I do believe in good faith that the contract situation will be sorted all in due course, and hopefully that'll be some good news to be able to bring, because he's the vice captain of the football club. I don't think it'd make him the highest paid player, but I do think it's making him one of them. And chat, do you know, even talking on the wage budget, what I want to do right now is actually have a little topic about the wage, because chat, did you know that Luis Diaz is on 55k a week? Did you know that Luis Diaz is on 55k a week? This is, like, according to most reports, I know that there's no way you can 100% prove these things often based off just reports, but numerous Liverpool player wages. Honestly, chat, this was insane when I saw it. 55k wages for fucking Luis Diaz. Insane scenes. I've got the screen now. I'm going to share it to you all because I want you to see this for yourself. Because I saw it on Twitter, had to back it up for myself. I posted it on Twitter and everyone said, James, you're a liar. First of all, very offended that they thought that I was just going to be a liar right off the bat. Second of all, they came out and said this information. I went and backed it up, and chat, it's true. Let me get it. Liverpool's payroll for the 23-24 season. Let me get rid of these fucking adverts, mate, because they're annoying. So this is the weekly wages, so annual salary, and then the weekly wages in which we're making, right? And the reason why I'm bringing this up, it still links to the Trent stuff, but I want you to analyse our wage budget, because I'm kind of asking you guys, how much do you think Trent deserves to be paid? How much would you offer Trent based on what he's done so far and what you assume he's going to do in the future? Because that has to be what it's based on. Like, do you know those conversations when Mane was leaving? And it was like, oh, he's being paid 100 grand. He needs to get paid more. He needs to get paid for what he's done. Not particularly true. You don't go and pay an additional £400 for an Xbox 360 that now doesn't work. Do you get what I'm saying? And Mane wasn't that. He was still a very good player and definitely would have been worth a wage increase. But what I'm saying is that there's no point in having to pay exponentially more. Mane was a bit of a bad example because he's class. But it's still one of those things where, you don't want to always just give a player more money based on what they have done for your football team. Do you get what I'm saying? There's got to be more context in that. So you guys are saying estimately between 200 and 250. I think that would be the best case scenario. But then I raise. Trent has won everything in the game. Everything. Chat, is that a W or an L? Has Trent won everything in the game? We're going to do some preaching right now. Has Trent not won everything in the game? Because I believe he's won everything. One of everything, and will probably go on to win more, correct? And because he's won everything, and you see people like Mason Mount, who's not won everything on 350, when you see people like Rashford, who's not won anything besides a Europa League and an FA Cup, an FA Cup? Yeah, an FA Cup, and a League Cup, to be fair. Is Trent not worthy of those type of wages? Do you get what I'm saying? Nah, you've actually just kind of got me there, Hefstein. Nah, but he's scoused out, lad. You know what I mean? Also, did he play in the World Cup? No. Has he played in a World Cup yet? No. You can't say he hasn't won a competition. He hasn't had an opportunity to play in. Was he in the 2018 squad, actually? That'd be interesting to know. You know what I mean? You're right, though. He didn't win a World Cup and he hasn't won the Euros. That's because Southgate's a muppet, mate. If he started him more, then he'd see the success. But yeah, 250 would be I think that would be a good wage myself. Now, the reason why I raised the question is because this is our wage bill. So Mohamed Salah's on 350k a week, Van Dijk 220k a week. Now, there's other reports that say that this is higher. Also, Alisson Becker, I believe this must be not as updated because Alisson Becker, I think, had a clause in his contract, which means he's now getting paid more. And he's also extended the deal by a year. Might be wrong in that chat, but I believe that's the case. So now this might be more like 200, 250. So we've got a couple of players now breaking the 200 mark, and we know that Liverpool do enjoy a low wage bill, and it's what's sustainable for a football club. It might not be the most efficient way to win constant trophies like City, who are clearly paying Haaland just a fuck ton of money, let's be honest. But there is a case here to say that we do need to increase the wage bill if we want to compete on a more regular basis. And then you get the safer guys who come out and say, well, actually, don't fix what's not broken. We've won a Premier League, a Champions League. It might not be at the level of City, but we can't compete with them financially. So how far can we go to where it still maximizes our chances of success? That's what I want to ask. But chat, the reason why I want to go down here is because look at all these players who are on like these type of wages. Dominic Szoboszlai is on 120k a week. McAllister, World Cup winner, 150k a week. It's actually so amazing that we were able to get these players over the line. But then Luis Diaz here, 56k a week, chat. How crazy is that? 50? Adrian is on more money than fucking Luis Diaz. How have we got... Adrian's on 60k a week. 60k a week. We paid 60. We shouldn't care about the wage bill that much when you're seeing stuff like that. That's got to be one of the most interesting things in history, no chat? Like, Adrian getting extensions is just as surprising, if not more surprising, than Phil Jones getting extensions. You know what I mean? When Phil Jones was just getting year extensions by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to where he stayed at the club until last season. How is Adrian on more money than friggin' Luis Diaz? This is why we're businessmen. Chat, is that a W or an L? Diaz being on 55k a week. Do you know me? Because you'll get people, who come out and say, oh, no, Luis Diaz, he deserves well more than that. And those people are 100% correct. Luis Diaz is a baller. And like, listen, I have been one of the dudes who've heavily backed Luis Diaz in recent time. But the fact that we've got a player of that quality on that type of money, chat, that's actually insane, you know. That is insane. And honestly amazing. And I'm so proud to see that, like, we can do good business like that. But it is all in due course to where he's got to get paid more, let's be honest, because that's a bit scumbaggy. This is why people want Adrian gone. His effing wages for nothing. In it though, Elijah. You know what I'm saying? Wait there, no. Sorry, bro. Have I just said your name wrong? It seemed like Elijah. I'm saying that name wrong. No, mind you, I apologise. But you're right. Everyone wants him gone because of the wages. But I just don't understand. When you say to Adrian, okay, let's get an extension, I don't understand how you don't discuss a decrease in pay. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, hey, Adrian, like, we don't mind having you on board for a third choice and stuff because it's probably cheaper than going out and getting another third choice goalkeeper. That being said, let's lower your wages to 40, 35k a week because we think that'd be more productive for our wage bill, plus you're about 45. I think that would have been a better option, but we didn't take that. I think Diaz will get a better contract after this season. If he keeps his form going, Lucho will be on 130k at least. Chat, where do you rank Diaz and our best players this season? I also want to do, we'll do this next actually. I want to do what is our best 11. What's the best 11? I'm going to get the screen lineup thing on the screen so you guys can go through it with me and we can all choose the best 11. But where do you rank Diaz in the best players so far this season? Because, guys, I'm not going to lie. I think you've got to look at Sobo. I think you've got to look at Salah. And if we're talking just outfield players, so excluding Alisson, which is a bit unfair, but Diaz has got to be in top 3, top 4. No, yeah. You guys are saying it as well. Top 5, top 4. I'd say there's a strong argument for top 3. Big shout out to Joe Gomez, by the way. Joe Gomez has been unbelievable. I'm just going to say it now. I thought he even done a job at right back. I know we got nutmegged and that, which led to a good chance for Cunha, and he got beat a couple of times in the Wolves game. But I think when he stepped up at centre back, he's been fantastic. You know what I mean? Diaz definitely third best this season. Behind Salah and Sobo, only the only other nailed on attacker for me. Facts, bro. Facts. And then you'll get people like friggin' Texas Dave who disagree with you, Leighton. Our best 11 has Darwizzy in it. I'm just saying. Do you reckon Texas Dave is trying to be controversial there, chat? No, I'm messing. I'm only messing. Darwin Núñez has been making a friggin' case for himself recently, man. You know what I mean? But I still dispute if it's the best long-term option. But he's looking better. I'm even watching him and thinking, you know what? He actually does not look line up. Predictor, I think that's what it's called. Let me see. Lineup. Hold again. Lineup selector. That's what it's called. Lineup selector. Right. I've got the thing up on the screen. Let me just make sure that you guys can see it. Just fine. And that there's not an overwhelming amount of adverts on the screen. Fantabby-doo. Right, let me share that with you guys. So, guys, if we're going to choose our best, that's not sharing the screen, James. That's just bloody making yourself smaller. You need to become a better streamer, you know, James, because sometimes you're a donut when it comes to stuff like this. Right, yeah, let's go. Boom. So this is what we're chatting, right? This is the lineup. Well, this is the page that I'm using it on. I think I'm using Anfield. What is it called again? Why isn't it popping up? The Anfield.com. This is Anfield.com. They've got a lineup predictor, and this is the lineup sheet. So in goal, the best 11 starts with Alisson. I won't patronise you guys. I'll do the positions that I already know is 30, and then we'll discuss the ones that are kind of this. So chat, that's accurate so far, correct? That's got to be the fullbacks and the goalkeeper. Now, if we go into centre back, right, this Kanate and Virgil shouts for sure. If Joe Gomez was able to sustain this form, is he got any shout? And I am being devil's advocate. I'm seeing if there's anyone in the chat who has a stance on Joe Gomez or is willing to make an argument on Joe Gomez. Let me put myself somewhere else, actually, because, yeah. Chat, you prefer this one better? No, I think maybe this one. No, this one. Yeah, that one will do. Okay, then. So everyone's saying no to Joe Gomez. I was wondering to see how many people will go into this. I was impressed with Quansah, though. Do you know what I'll say before we continue this lineup selection? This was a topic that I wanted to get into. Chat, what's your opinions on Quansah? Because do you want me to tell you my opinion briefly? I really like him. I'm a big fan of Quansah. I'm a fan of Quansah to a point where I'm happy for him to be a fifth option. But you know what, though? If I'm going to use my football intellect and try and be intellectually honest, I do think it's too soon for some of the shouts that are being made on Quansah, right? So hear me out. I saw my man Grizz, big up to Grizz, he's my G, but this shout was poor. It was like, it was kind of like an example that he made. He was like, if we bought Jarell Quansah for 30 million in the summer and people saw that performance, people would be absolutely fine with what we've seen, and he'd actually be excited because he had a good performance against Wolves, and I wouldn't dispute this. And he's done well overall. Do you get what I'm saying? But here's the thing about Quansah. When you're saying things like, if he was a £30 million signing, you wouldn't be batting an eyelid based on that performance. It's tough. Because even though you're not wrong, it's based off a sole performance. It doesn't really mean much. Jarell Quansah, I am happy to back the guy. I think it would be horrible of me to sit here and say he's never going to be good enough, and it's 100% guaranteed he's never going to be good enough, because I've seen very little of him. But I also think it's insincere to say that he's, a £30 million valued centre-back based off of one performance. And I saw other shouts like he's the future, he's generational. Let's analyse that theory, because he could be generational eventually. Van Dijk was a late bloomer, so I'm not going to say that Quansah can't be the same. But let's bear in mind, he's 20. He's only just got out of the academy. And he also did go out on loan to Bristol Rovers last season in the Football League 2 division. And he weren't great. So I'm not saying, like, let's shit on him for that reason or not. I've said I'm happy with him being fifth choice. I think that sounds, but I just think to sit here and say that he's going to be the guy and the only guy, and he's definitely the future, I think that's a bit too soon. But yes, he shows promising attributes. So I would say that Quansah, he would never be a shout for this team. I don't think he's better than Joe Gomez or anyone like that. But as Connor says, Crosscourt says, small sample size, can't really speak too soon. It is what it is. He should be above Matip, at least based on recent performances. Based on recent performances, yes. But still, though, we can't say overall Quansah playing over Matip would be a significantly beneficial team. Do you get what I'm saying? Quansah played like... wait there, right, let me read this. Quansah played like he played for the one team for at least 5 years. Remember, he is at Liverpool and he was 5 years or so. Maybe he understands the system. Klopp said he kept his levels against Wolves. Now, I agree. And Klopp's being very high praise of Quansah. And you know what I'll say, honestly, Hortensia, is that he's looked very good so far. Very, very good. I'm so proud of the way he stepped up. He's from the Whittle, you know what I mean? He's kind of like a local lad. I'm not from the Whittle. I'm from proper Scouse land, you know what I mean? But wait, is it the Whittle or Warrington? I think it's Warrington, actually. don't want to say he's from the Wirral when he might not be from the Wirral. But either way, it's boss to see homegrown players, local players getting into the team. If a local player can be really, really good enough to play for Liverpool, that's great. Like, chat, don't tell me you didn't nearly tear up when Harvey Elliott and Curtis Jones legged it into the crowd. You know what I mean? Like, that was boss. Two Liverpool fans jumping in together, showing like what me and you would love to do for our team. They got to do that. Quansah can be another one of those, but let's just not be too soon. That's all I'm saying. But he does look good. He is a wool. He is a wool. He's still a wool, you know what I'm saying? But still, Curtis Jones doesn't sound correct. You know what I mean? Like, I love Curtis, but when he speaks, there's an interesting accent attachment. Where he's just not like 100% Scouse, you know what I mean? Why does Bajcetic not play for us? He was so good last year. Right, so let's analyse this. First and foremost, Bajcetic, before we continue with the lineup, I actually want to answer this. Bajcetic played 5 games at CDM last season. We won one of those games. Now, that's not because of Bajcetic. I'm just giving you a sample size on what we've seen with him at CDM. A second factor is that he's been injured, so he hasn't been given an opportunity to play in the game. And then third of all, I think the main reason is just that you're not going to play him as an 8, which I think he's better in. I think he's better as an 8. And I don't think you put him above Szoboszlai. I don't think you put him above Gravenberch, for instance. I just don't think you put him above these players. So, yeah, it's interesting. But I think now, moving on, considering that we've all agreed that Van Dijk and Joe Gomez, I'm only messing, and Kanate is the dudes for this. Why is that just popped up out of nowhere? Yeah, so we've all agreed this is the back 5, because for those just tuning in, we're choosing Liverpool's best 11 right now. So I do need your input and your support on this. Let me get it back to the screen that you guys can see it properly with. Which one was it again? Is this one? This one. So, midfield. So, chat, let's not even play about. Let's just get Szoboszlai in there and let's not take them, Mick. You know what I mean? Where is Szoboszlai? There he is. Boom. Chat, who plays next to Szoboszlai? Would you say that McAllister's the left centre mid and Thiago plays in the middle? If we're talking about the best 11, or would you sit there and say that Enzo deserves a place in this team? Because think about it, right? Enzo just had a world-class performance against Germany. And he's been really, really good in recent time. Like, he never stepped out to place against Bournemouth. He looked a little bit weird against Newcastle, but the whole team looked weird. Do you think with a bit of game time that we could maybe get a little bit of a gem out of Enzo? And also, McAllister didn't have the most encouraging game against Wolves in the 6. Because I've always said this about McAllister. When McAllister plays in the 6, he's great on the ball. Off the ball is where he's a liability. That's very, very difficult to stick with throughout a 38-game season. What do you mean against Germany? That's boss. That's boss. He bossed it against Germany. Enzo sexuals assemble. But no, seriously. Like, Enzo deserves a shout in the team. But McAllister, yeah, because McAllister off the ball just isn't that guy. Whereas you can see, Enzo is a natural fucking gets in there, CDM. I want to try and find this clip for Enzo, chat, because swear down, yeah. He actually looked belter. Like, if we were to watch an Enzo Germany compilation right now, he was fucking amazing. This was the exact clip. Right there. Let me make sure that the music isn't playing, because I want you guys to see. Look at, like, just think about this. Like, it's only one clip. I'm not trying to get you too gassed off one clip, but chat, I'm just saying he's got that DM shithousery. Right, let me just stop sharing my screen. And then I'll share it again and we'll continue with the team. But you guys need to see the bits of Enzo. If you don't believe in Enzo, you gotta believe. You gotta believe. Get on this. So Endo's number 6. He's this guy. This one here. There he goes. He's just wonderful. Just absolutely skins him like there's no matter. Look at him, Chad. Ah! Look at him. He's actually the guy. Look. He got done in at the end there, like, you know what I mean? But he won the foul for his team. He was ripping them all that much. Goretzka felt like he had to do a frigging Lionel Messi. He was treating Enzo like Lionel Messi. Nah. I don't want to be too shameless in it, but I'm just saying, when it comes to talking about our best team, there's a very, very good chance that Enzo is the best player for it systematically. His passing's not even that bad as well, chat. Know what I mean? So I'm going to let you guys vote right now. Is there a way actually that I can go into the... Oh, yeah, I might be able to do a poll. So in the 6, I'm going to do a poll. Okay. So wait there. Why isn't it letting me do a poll? Let me do a poll. Engage with your audience. Start a poll. Right. So I'm going to put Enzo or McAllister in the 6. And then if you guys have other shouts, let me know in the comments. Start poll. Right. I've just got a balls advert on my YouTube channel, chat. Chat, you've got to understand what just happened. YouTube can't do that, surely. Chat, I just literally went on my video to share a poll with you beautiful people. And in my innocence of wanting to do so, YouTube decides to give me a friggin' advert of some fella dusty in his balls.
That's why Manscaped developed Crop Preserver Anti-Chafing.
Shout out to Manscaped, and if you ever want to sponsor the stream, you like, don't get me wrong, I'll do an advert like that. You know what I mean? I'll dusty me balls to get paid a couple of quid. I'm just being transparent, chat. You know what I mean? We can pause that all you want. You wouldn't see me balls, but I'd dust me balls for an advert for Manscaped if you want to get involved. But that's literally what I saw when I shared the poll. So now, listen, I've stalled long enough. We can everyone get their answers in the poll. For a number 6, would you rather go with Enzo or McAllister? And then if there's any additional shouts, we can discuss those. See, some people are saying Gravenberch for the 6. I think that's an interesting theory because he hasn't played as a 6 yet. But it is what we brought him in to do. We are trying to now be a more on-the-ball, progressive team. And I think that's what Klopp will look to do as well. Fuck off with your balls. Big up to Manscaped, though, man. They've actually done heavy, like, improvement when it comes to marketing over recent years. Just feel like you see them on every single stream. Then you've got people saying Bajcetic. I'm not going to say Bajcetic. I'd say the candidates are Gravenberch. I'd say it's Enzo, and I'd say it's McAllister. I think they're the candidates. If not, I think Gravenberch would suit the retention and the ball retention. But based off the poll and the fact that not many people have made a heavy shout for Gravenberch in the comments, I'm going to give Enzo that spot in the best 11. Okay, because this is our best 11, not just mine. It's our best 11. So we've gone with Szoboszlai, we've gone with Enzo, and then chat. I am going to, do you know what? I'm going to make a case here. This deserves to have a case made. Of course, it's McAllister who starts regularly based on availability. Manscaped took Enzo sexual too far. Oh, honestly. Enzo just ended Hansi Flick's career. That's facts, bro. That is facts. What was I going to say there? Right, I'm going to make a little bit of a devil's avocado right now. So McAllister or Thiago. Best team. Bear in mind the context of what we're doing this in. Best team? No, you can't say Curtis Jones. Not yet. Curtis Jones doesn't go above McAllister or Thiago, sorry. Not a chance. Not a chance. I think it's out of McAllister and Thiago. Matt 10 is my guy. Do you think so? Yeah, you all just saying McAllister. So chat right now, best day for best day. W for McAllister, L for Thiago. Who's better on the best day? On the best day, like right now, their best day. Like if you think Thiago can't do it no more, then you can answer McAllister. If you think he can, surely McAllister doesn't go above Thiago. So I think if Thiago's fit, he's in that best 11. Can you imagine him and Szoboszlai? And bring on McAllister in the latter part of the game when we're already winning 3-0. Are you saying W? Yeah, Thiago finished. The disrespect on his fucking name, chat. This Thiago slander low-key needs to stop, you know. Because think about it, right? He's a dude who's he's averaged 32 games a season, yet some of them are substitutions. But at the same time, though, he's actually played really, really well. And when he has played, he's been one of our best players. Chat, is that a W or an L? He has been one of our best players. In the season where we chased the quadruple, he was one of our best players. In the season where Alisson scored that goal and we ended up getting top 4, he was one of the best players in the final 10 games. Now, granted, he has availability issues, and sometimes your greatest ability can be availability. In Thiago's case, that's not the case. But we can sit here and say definitively that he's one of the best players in the team. I just think when we're talking in the context of the best 11, which is what we're doing right now, we're not doing who's going to start on the weekend. We're not doing a predictor for our fucking Europa League game, our first Europa League game in years. We're talking about our best 11. I think Thiago has a shout to get in the best 11. Final. Do you know what, chat? We need to solve this. Have I changed your mind? Or have I not? Let's find out in a poll. I'm very intrigued to find out in a poll. Have I changed your mind or have I not? When it comes to the best team, would you rather go with Thiago or friggin' McAllister? Let me typed in Tiagi. Doing this with one hand. Chat, can you type with one hand? I'm terrible at it, you know. On my phone, I'm sick at it, but on a laptop, can't do it. Star poll. Let me know what you're saying, motherfuckers. I am genuinely intrigued to see what you guys say. You on that, my G? I think Thiago every day as well, dummy. The fact that the dummy is agreeing with me makes me question my answers now, but still. Nah, I'm only messing. It's probably Doomy. Mac for me, not going to lie. Thiago in the 6. Well, yeah, let me just show you our midfield so far for those just tuning in. We are doing our best 11. We've chose the back 4. Alisson in goal, obviously. Endo and Szoboszlai is what we've gone with. We feel like Endo is more stylistically suited to the 6. So we're predicting that in our best 11, Endo's there. Ball Thiago is go to. Facts, bro. Ball Thiago is the guy. Macha the go. Facts. Wisdom's going with McAllister. James, long time no see. Nelson, man of Christ. Hey, Nelson, don't tell me you weren't gassed when Gakpo scored on the weekend. Man of Christ. You know what I mean, fam? You know what I mean? Thiago goes over Curtis at least. You know what I'm saying? But I'm letting the poll cook. I'm letting it cook. Ah, yous are all going with McAllister. I mean, yeah, yous are going. Nah, that was right. Yous are going with McAllister. Fine. James doesn't have ball knowledge. Front 3. Mohamed Salah's just a guarantee, let's be honest. 3 guarantees in life. You pay taxes, you get killed by something, and Mohamed Salah starts at right wing every single time. Chat, please don't tell me yous are going to be bastards and put in an argument against Diaz, because I'm putting Diaz in straight away. Not even a question in my mind. Thiago and McAllister, double pivot. Ooh. And Szoboszlai in the 10. Nah, let's just play about with that for a second, chat. Let me just play with something. So we're going to keep Endo for now. I just want to see if you like this better. Because we're playing hypothetical world right now, okay? I want to see if you like this better. In fact, nah, do you know what? I'd even rate this more. Because do you know Szoboszlai when he went into a holding position? Me gusta, you know what I mean? Chat. Come on, you say to me, what you say to me? WRL, chat. WRL, you think we're onto a winner? I think that's a W. Before we move on to the attack, let me know if that's a midfield that you like. You waste Sobo at 6. I agree. Let me stop being a dumb fuck. Let me be a smart guy. Chat. Now let me fiddle about a little bit more. What are we saying on? I don't even know. What are we saying on because this is what we're kind of trying to do now, innit? This is kind of like what I've seen us try to do at times this season, which pisses me off. Without Thiago, of course, it's been someone else. I don't like that formation, though. You know what I mean? I just feel like we concede so many goals doing that. So, no, I'm not even going to cook. I'm going to leave Trent at right back. If we can become more defensively solid, then maybe. But, chat, does Trent get into your best midfield? No way does Curtis get in for Thiago. No way. Like, not even a chance. I'd rather put Harvey Elliott above Curtis Jones. Based on what we've seen so far. Based on what we've actually seen so far, there's no way you can say that Harvey Elliott does not get in above Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones, I like, right? But I do think he hid a little bit in the Wolves game. Chat, do you think that's a W or an L? I do think he hid. I think he doesn't look to get involved as much, and he's got the quality to get involved. He's actually got great ability on the ball, which is why it frustrates me that he kind of shows fear. But I think the reason why he shows fear is because he's never had a consistent run of games of playing regularly. You know what I mean? Yeah, innit? No chance that Curtis gets in the team. Best 11 as well, you mad? Not a chance, mate. Not a chance. By the way, chat, smash those likes if you can. That'd be grand if you could. I'm also live on Hussam's channel right after this video. So in 15 minutes, I'll be live with Hussam. Right. So I feel like the striker's the most interesting conversation here. Let's go with Diaz. And then chat. I know based on recent form, you're all going to go with Núñez, right? Which is fine because we're all Nunes sexuals now. I'm on the board with the Nunes train. Isn't it a bit too soon to definitively say that we're going to 100% be going with Nunes in our best 11? Let's be honest. I think that's a bit high crack cocaine. Like, come on. Based on legacy and what people have done, best day, Nunes or Jota? Know what I mean? Best day for best day. And then, oh yeah, and I even forgot about Gakpo. Darwin, James, let's not be stubborn. Do you think I'm being stubborn right now? I don't think I'm being that stubborn. I think it's a conversation that's certainly worth having. I think it's a conversation that we need to have more. Now, for right here, right now, if this is a lineup for the weekend, for instance, I think it's tough to make an argument that Nunes doesn't deserve to start right now. But for the best 11 on the best day, I think Jota has shown quality signs of a clinical finisher. Gakpo has shown quality signs of linking up. And Nunes, his best days still involve, sitters being missed and whatever have you. He makes things happen, but I just think his best days come as a substitute. I think we saw him score seeing him score against Newcastle is important. Seeing him come on and make the impact he made against Wolves is important. I think as a substitute, he's great. I think Jota, friggin' hell, just started pouring down outside. I think Gakpo and Jota can also have slow parts, but I just think the greater impact is huge. You know what I'm saying? Where is my DM apology? Wait there, Hussam. You're asking me for an apology, you stupid guy. Wait there, Hussam. Let me just actually chat. Let me expose this guy. I don't even know what you're asking me to apologize for, but I'm... Chat, can you hear the freaking storm outside my house right now? Calm fucking down, Liverpool. Freaking hell. Did Adrian have a shit or something? Right. Let me. Oh, Hussam, I am going to expose you when I get through these adverts, my brother. Do you know when I get through these adverts on your friggin' on your Twitter right now? I am going to cook you. I am going to cook you. Okay, I can't find the tweet, but chat, I can confirm. And Hussam, if he's intellectually honest, he'll also agree. He put out a tweet that was disgusting the other day. Disgusting. He said that Robertson... What did you say, Hussam? Robertson? No, I don't care who you're talking to, Hussam. I'm talking to you, my brother. Me and Wisdom are on the same team right now. I'm talking to you, my guy. I am talking to you. What did you say about Robertson, bro? What did you say about Robertson in the game? Robertson shit? Robertson shit? Have that, my guy. Have that, fam. You are crazy. Big up to Tino. He says, Hammers, you're my favourite Scouse YouTuber. Big up, my man. Big up to you, sir. Big up to you. You can hold that, Hussam. You disrespect one of the greatest left-backs in Premier League history, and you need to understand how crazy it is that you are. I know that you don't smoke and don't drink and anything like that, but when you say shouts like Robertson is shit, you are tapped, my guy. Like, I love you, Hussam, but you are a tap, dude. I'll say this to your face in 10 minutes as well, by the way. I'm live on your channel at 5 p.m. People tune in 13 minutes to see me cook Hussam in person about this thing, because you deserve it, Hussam. The way you disrespect it, you say that I disrespected Mo Salah because I considered 200 million for him. Which, fair enough, in hindsight, might have been a big fuck up for our short-term success. I agree. And I conceded that at the time. For you to disrespect Robertson and say shit, and for you to disrespect Mane and say shit, which you do, because even when you say, oh no, James, I don't say that, Mane's actually good, you end up doing a dig in the end to him. So let's be intellectually honest, Hussam. You don't like some of our legends, yet you accuse me of disrespecting Mo Salah. You, my guy, you need to hold this L, Hussam, and I'll give you another one when we go on stream. You know what I mean? Nah, chat, even though he says some mad stuff, though, go subscribe. You'll probably say I was lying there, which is bullshit, let's be honest. Yeah, I think everyone would rather go with Nunes. Right, chat, I've gone with Nunes in the best 11. W or L. This will tell me whether or not we'll do this based on a W or L basis before I end the stream. W or L, Nunes in the best 11. Nunes in the best 11? To be fair, I feel bad for Hussam because he can't defend himself there, but there's no defence to be had. Robertson's certified. Can't call a legend shit like that, man. Know what I mean? Robertson at left-sided centre-back is kind of whack, needs licence to go forward. Fact, bro. Second he went forward, he went ahead and got a goal, mate. What have I missed, James? Hello, James, lad. Big up to you, Phil. Big up to you, my guy. You've missed not much. We spoke about Trent. We're doing our best 11 right now. Liverpool's best 11. I think the consensus is that Nunes is the guy for everyone. There's a few L's, but majority I'd say is favouring Nunes there. Spurs and Brighton away next. Finished. Are you talking about you or us? Is that our fixture? Fucking hell, if they're our next two fixtures, or unless it's you because you're an Arsenal fan, but if that's our next two fixtures, I'm actually like slightly concerned about that because they're not easy fixtures at all. No, it's not. We've got West Ham, which is also a tough game. To be fair, cannot dispute that it's a tough game. West Ham got another game, no, but we do have the League Cup this weekend, don't we? Chat as well. Is it the League Cup? Chat, do you know what we've got in the League Cup again? Is it Leicester? It's not Leicester, is it? It was Leicester last season, was it not? Yeah, it's ours after West Ham at home. Oh, so it's after West Ham. So we play West Ham, and then we play. Let me go on Liverpool because I'm looking through the whole Premier League format right now, which just takes the time. So we've got West Ham, Tottenham, and then Brighton, and then Everton. Which Everton is shit. Don't get me wrong, but it's a derby, and anything can happen in a derby. And then we've got Lask on Thursday. LASK, should I say. Chat, is LASK the team that McAllister's brother plays for? Because I think that's important. LASK in the Europa League, yeah, man, you're right. Chat, we play someone on the weekend, though, no? In the EFL Cup. I swear we're playing the EFL Cup soon, but I'm not seeing the game here either. These are just Premier League fixtures, though. Bing is so weird. Yeah, we do, don't we? Yeah, we do. Okay. Wait, no. Why are people saying no and yes? You guys are confusing me. Can you not all just agree on one thing, chat? But chat, can you smash those likes as well? This has been a great stream. I am going to be going live on Husam's channel in 10 minutes, so please do go subscribe to This Is Football. He's going to be definitely wanting to respond to all the claims that are made against him before. Probably just find a way to fucking scoot about it. Who cares? Not Premier League, Liverpool. I'm going to get to the bottom of this being the case. So in the League Cup, yeah, we do. We have Leicester City. I'm right. 27th of September. So also bear in mind, chat, couple of updates. We are going to be beginning to do watch-alongs. We are going to begin to do daily streams again. The timing is something that I'm going to find for the remainder of this month. So the remainder of this month, do expect daily streams. Just expect them to be at different times of the day. Some could be in the morning, some could be in the evening. It's going to change. But then by next month, we should have a bit more of a structure. But we do have 4 games between now and the end of the month. 1 Europa League game, 1 League Cup, 2 Premier League games. It's going to be huge on James Redmond TV. Do tune in for the best reactions, the best commentary, and the best analysis on all the football. But anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in. Please do subscribe. Please do like. Thank you for all the support that you always show as well, because I have been inconsistent recently and you guys have shown me a lot of love. Let me not forget this last super chat. Actually, I nearly forgot. James, big up, bruv. I will rest most of the starting 11 in the Europa League because we have West Ham on Sunday. And also, we are going to do a preview for the Europa League game tomorrow. And I'm not lying. This will be daily. Just don't know when the timing will be. So yeah, we will. We'll get more into that super chat tomorrow, mind you. But I do want to shout out to a don called Zlatan, long-time supporter of the stream. And yes, I agree. I think we should rotate a lot. That's going to be interesting doing the lineup prediction for that one. So lineup predictions, score predictions tomorrow. But for now, tune into Husam's channel. Anyway, guys, much love to every single one of yous. And now with the outro. Wait there. I've just got a last super chat. Wait there. Honesty Hortensia, big up to you. James, imagine it's the final day of the season and City plays Liverpool for the Prem. Would you have Bruce Buffer announce the match? Fine. Wait there. How does he do it again? It's like, Wayne in the blue corner. We've got Manchester City. Wayne in the red corner. We've got Liverpool, England. And then we'll be like, fuck off. We're Scouse, not English, you dickhead. And then we'll smash them 3-0. No, you're absolutely bang on, Honesty Hortensia. You're so lucky that I saw that in the MIG. So lucky, but I thank you for the super chat, my guy. Don't think that I was going to miss it. Big up to everyone. Much love. You got me for the next few minutes because of Hortensia. And I'll see you all later. Sayonara.